So I got this delusional fantasy that one day I will achieve the ultimate RNG chase in Dungeon Defenders 2, particularly during the harvest event right now. And that would be to get a screenshot of a Crystal Betsy egg with the harvest egg sitting next to it on the ground. So an Evil Scarecrow and a Crystal Betsy egg sitting side by side in a loot chest. I think this is absolutely delusional that it would ever happen. I think the odds of having it happen are probably greater to win the lottery. However, if this could be achieved, I also think it would be just quite glorious. So here we are. We are on the Wyvern's Den in Chaos 10, and gonna see if we can't get that done. So, you know, obviously, the chances of me actually recording, if it ever did happen, would probably be non-existent. Because it would, you know, I mean, RNG is just RNG. So this is, as far as the Harvest Festival goes, this is, or assuming I win, this will be chest number 152. So I've done 152 total loots now, and I've got 2 of the pets. So I had the one drop right away on stream, and then I've got another egg last night. So 150 runs, 2 eggs is where I am sitting at the moment. What do we even want to do here? I started throwing down all these doggos, and not even sure exactly how we want to handle this one. I think I've got, let me look and see. We'll either go Dryad or we'll go with some Spectral Knights. Yeah, I've got Spectral Knights set up right now. Using the regular old go-to defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos, mass destruction, and spectral amplification. On the doggos, we got Accumulator, Hardened, and defense rate with a defense resist godly roll, then rebounding strike, automation, and juggernaut. So we should have a pretty darn tanky wall setup going on here. Now let's see, how do we want to do this? Do we want to try double him like this? Let's see, we can go, say 4 of them that way, and then go 4 of them this way, maybe? Not sure, how this will work out. See, we got our Destructive Pylon on our Reflect Beam, of course, so let's just get a Destructive Pylon down. Additionally, let's throw down a Boostara. Make sure I don't have anything funny going on there. Alright, standard issue stuff. I like to use all for one on my Boostar on some maps. And then we'll get a buff beam in there. Alright, so I think that looks pretty solid for that side. What do we want to do over here? I mean, we've barely touched the DU. So I'm thinking over here, well, what is the range going to be like on this? We actually could go something like this. We want to keep it off of the path, though. In fact, let me move them forward just a little bit. I want to avoid any of those curses. I kind of feel like I want something more in here. See, if we went, I mean, that is just ridiculous amounts of overkill, right? You would think. Let's get all of our stuff in. We'll get our Destructive Pylon down. Let's get a Boostar down. Buff beam action. Yeah, we still got like a third of the D left. Do I have my trees going? Yeah, we got some thick vines trees. We can try working those in a little bit. I mean, obviously there's so much DU left. Let's see, let's go 1 there. We'll go 1 there. I think we can put 2 over here. Actually, you know what? Put 4 over there. Because I think that lane, with these having to reach so far out there, that lane could be a little troublesome. Let's see. So there's a lot of thick vine action. I mean, do we want anything else? I mean, I could try to put some in here. I'm worried they're going to take a bunch of shots, but let's see. What if we did 4 of them there? That still leaves me 200 DU left. This map is, if it's one thing, it is very generous with the DU. That is for sure. Alright, I feel like the weakest area is in the middle here. What do I do about that? I'm not even sure what I want to do. I've only got 170 left. I guess let's just throw a few more trees in here. We'll do that. Do that. Those are barely going to reach, but they'll at least give me a little damage at the wall. Now let's just call it good there. Only using 1400 of the DU, but I feel like I've spammed the living crap out of things. So I think with these 8 Spectral Knights over here, they're going to shred some stuff. The Chieftain popped their bubble really late with this lane being so short and choking it off right there. So I'm probably going to want to maybe get some upgrades on those trees or on that dog. If we could get them to pop their buff a little earlier, that would be ideal. But, I mean, so far so good. Of course, Chaos 10, it's just all about the Chieftain. As long as you deal with the Chieftain, you're going to just get the W. And I think once we get some upgrades in, we could be pretty solid. Looks like nothing has taken really dangerous amounts of damage. I think that doggo right there is taking more damage than probably anything else on the map. Let's see. Yeah, I think if we just... I think upgrades will smooth everything out here. We actually have very little in the middle. Only 4 Spectral Knights. And then all the trees, of course, in the middle. These guys didn't take any shots, but we also didn't get any range mobs in. The little Gobus are going to be throwing at that like crazy, and there's no doubt there. Alright, let's see. Let's throw a few upgrades on these trees. We get a little more damage out of them, but more importantly, we get a little bit more range out of them as well. We got auto trap ignition over here with these trees as well. In fact, I already upgraded that dog. I'd like to save some for the Spectral Knights. I feel like I need to hit this stack more than anything, with there only being 4 towards the middle. And we'll hit a couple of these trees as well. Alright, and then just let it fly. This map, I grinded on this one with my alt a little bit last night. Obviously, it's a super smooth map. You know, it becomes a little more difficult to AFK it because you do have to pay attention to the boss at the end. But it's still a pretty good map for kicking back and watching a movie or something and just kind of letting the map run, and then, you know, when you get to the boss phase, or this map always has the siege rollers. So if you get to the boss phase or you get a bunch of siege rollers, you have to get in the mix there. But yeah, the dream. The dream is a Crystal Betsy egg and the Harvest Scarecrow, the Evil Scarecrow, out of the same chest. In fact, if anyone actually gets that, make sure you screenshot that, because that would without question make you the luckiest person in the entirety of the world, I'm pretty sure. Just about cleared out. I think we just let it fly now. We got the long breaks on this one in between waves. Waiting for the curse to drop. The curse will drop on the doggos, so we're going to want to be conscious of that. It actually hit our reflect beam. And it hit our 2-star as well. The reflect beam doesn't matter. The boost star, however, does. Yeah, so there we go. We're out of the boost star area. Let's just let it fly here. And we'll just kind of spam in some upgrades as we get the mana throughout and get through this one. I think we'll just dump upgrades in here, to be honest. I feel like if this area here can hold up, it's just going to be GG's. Now, those trees up here, I think that's no doubt going to take some damage. But they are putting in some serious work on both of those lanes. You see the piles of mana right at the spawns. So they're definitely putting in work and getting lots of kills there. And I think besides siege rollers, we're probably now kind of in chill mode here. Then, of course, the other benefit, not that you need it on this boss at all because it's such an easy kill, but the other benefit would be you're going to get your tree boost. Now, I don't have World Tree McBufferson, but I'll at least get the crit damage boost for the boss. So, like I said, this one, of course, just pretty much instant melts for anyone that has any DPS here that's set up at all. Right, looking pretty good. I'm hesitant to dump too much into these trees here, even though they're putting in so much work, because I do feel like they're going to get destroyed. You know, we get a bunch of little Gobus getting all crazy in here. Could be bad news. Alright, we got a curse on this werewolf. Now, I'm not going to bother. It is going to affect... Oh, and these werewolves, too. That is going to affect those werewolves, but I think it will be fine. So I'm not going to bother moving that stuff. We'll just have to keep an eye on these werewolves that are cursed. Not enough juice to throw an upgrade on that one. We can grab some up here real quick. Let's just get one upgrade on this one just so it's a little healthier. In case there is any issues as mobs push in. This one is, you know, without it having 5 waves really, with the 5th wave being the boss wave, this is a super fast running map. Even doing like these super slow builds and toying around and playing with different toys, the map still runs very, very quick. Plus, it's got the chase items. So even when the harvest event is not here, you still, you know, can farm yourself a Crystal Betsy pad. And those, you know, definitely still have some value and are quite rare. All right, we got our first roller over in this lower lane. And it looks like one of our... I think that's a werewolf. Took a bunch of damage in the middle. Yeah, it is. That's one of the one. That's the one that was cursed. Actually, they're both cursed. About this, did this hold up? That was fine. We took a lot of damage on something else too. I guess it doesn't even matter. The map's going to be over in like 7 seconds as soon as the boss spawns. You can just throw a quick upgrade on that one just in case for some ungodly reason the boss does get away. Oh, actually that was that defense. Alright, let's get a quick swap in for our swap chips. And just get on up into tree range and smack this girl down. Let's see how we do on the loot. Alright, Betsy down. Looks like she dropped her polearm. But more importantly, let's see what's in the box. if anyone does get this, like I said, screenshot this, because this is like, would be the greatest luck you could ever achieve in Dungeon Defenders 2. It's greater than finding any single mod at 10 out of 10. It would be greater than, I mean, the chances would just be, the chances would probably be similar to trying to target farm a specific 10 out of 10 mod that wasn't a guaranteed drop, like you know, a Drakenfrost, where you're always going to get one of those mods, or the pirate mods or something like that. I think that the odds of getting that would be absolutely through the roof. If you were able to get both of those eggs out of one chest, would be just ridiculous, completely unrealistic, but would be just crazy, crazy awesome. But that will do it for now. Thanks a ton for watching, y'all. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their grind during the Harvest Festival. More to come here. I'm going to keep going. I'll keep you all posted. Like I said, that was chest number 152. I have been tracking them so I can see my overall drop percentage at the end. So victory chest 152, and I've got 2 eggs right now. So the one I found on stream, and then I've got one more. So we'll see exactly how many of these guys we can get farmed up. But once again, that is going to get it. Thanks a ton, and have a wonderful weekend. See you next time.